Hey everyone, good morning. Thanks for coming today. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, thanks, Barry. Let's go ahead and get everybody onto this call. So it looks like everyone that's going to be on this call today is going to be part of the preferred agent group. If you're not, you're part of the Control Bengal group, that's okay too. We do have Darren Cottrell, who's CEO of American Destiny Real Estate, on the call. And it looks like I saw Neil on the call, and I'm letting Tanya in right now. So we'll probably give everybody 1 or 2 minutes just to get logged in. Typically, it takes me a minute or two to get everybody logged into the call. Hoping for good attendance today. And I have some stuff to go over with everybody after Darren, Neil, and Tanya have a chance to go over what they want to go over today. If it's okay, I'll record the call today. Unless Darren, you guys don't want me to, I can shut that recording off. But typically, what I'll do is I'll put this into our newsletter for next week. Um, I did have a couple agents that were texting or emailing me this morning, let me know that they had other commitments and couldn't be on the call. Even though we definitely want our agents to be on this call when and if possible. So it looks like I've got most of the people admitted. I'll probably have another few to admit as we start the call. But let me just go ahead and kick it off for you, Darren, and you guys can just go over what you need to go over today and just jump off the call after you've done that, and then I can run the rest of the meeting from there.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks, Eric. Thanks everybody for joining. Honestly, I'm going to defer pretty much to Neil and Tanya. I know we have a lot of different things going on. I don't know operationally wise if they had any announcements. I know we've you probably have seen some valuations going out right now from ADR, some BPOs. That is the first step in the process with REO that these guys are all getting values to see what they're going to do with the property. So it's a very vital first step. So that's a really good thing. So we're hoping to see actually more of that. So we appreciate you guys. We know that's not the easiest or the most cost effective way to make a living, but it's definitely a building block for what we do. And it's really the first step and the foundation of what we're trying to achieve when it comes to the next step, which is disposition. So with that, I'll pause and see if Neil and Tanya, I know with the platform or the marketplace that we're going through, is there anything you guys wanted to bring up?
I
Yeah,
just
just to
want,
go
oh,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
Ladies first.
I just wanted to thank everyone. I know, the BPO thing has been a talk of the town, and so those of you who come in and advocate for the ADR team and what we do, and our rock stars that are go to and do anything that we need whenever we need it, really just want to say we truly appreciate that. We don't get the easy work and the good listings without all of that hard work and effort. And so, first and foremost, just want to say that we have a lot in the hopper right now. I think we have double digit statements of work pending. Neil and I are in the process of onboarding 3 different clients this week, and more to come in a very short period of time. So we're all going to get very busy very quickly. There are going to be some different commission structures across the board. Some of them are going to be REO. Some of them are going to be corporate owned, but they're going to be all over. So just be ready. And on that side, again, doing that hard work, end to end is an extension of ADR. It's a wholly owned subsidiary of American Destiny. So if you do see someone reach out from the end to end team, just know they're part of our team. And they're very advocating for any agents that help them out with the work that they need to do on their side, and they're getting extremely busy as well, to make sure that the ADR team is aware of those who put in the effort and help us out, so that when those listings do come in, those people can be rewarded with those. So that's really all I had. Again, just thank you all. I appreciate your effort, and just be ready to get busy.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying there, Tanya. I know a couple of years ago when you guys started working with a client, they had asked our agents to do cash for keys, and that was like the kickoff to a big project. And that project turned into a lot of work for agents over a couple year periods. So anything that ADR is asking you guys to do, I would just jump in and get it done with as much enthusiasm as possible. I know Jeff Russell's on this call. He talks a lot about, even, just going and doing BPOs, just for not even, worrying about what you're being paid for them, just getting them done so that you can establish that relationship with that company. And I do see some newer agents on this call, some agents that might not have had some work with through American Destiny in the past. So you definitely want to, knock it out of the ballpark anytime they ask you to do something. So I appreciate that. Darren, Neil, anything else that you guys wanted to go over today? Just leave it up to you guys for the next 5, 10 minutes, whatever you want to review or go over.
Yeah, I just
You
kind
want
of
to go?
wanted to echo what Darren and Tanya were saying in regards to BPO. So, if you get a notification, that's a system generated notification that has a fee assigned to it. So if you're in the area and it's a little farther and as with real estate, everything's negotiable. So instead of just rejecting the BPO, because, maybe $35 isn't enough, you could always feel free to counter that email back with what your fee would be. And we'll take it into consideration and possibly go back to the seller to request an increased fee just to get it through. So please keep that in mind as well. We'd rather say yes and try to work it out than, for you guys just to say no. Additionally, we are onboarding some clients as well that are looking for commercial property real estate agents. So if you guys have experience in commercial properties, please feel free to reach out to us because we're looking for strong agents in that field as well too. So please keep that in mind. But
Can
thank
you
you.
take a second too and outline like what the shoppers were having like on Nessie, just to put it out there that.
Oh yes, yes. I know I've contacted a lot of agents that are working Nessie properties, but yes, Nessie. So they have a new contact working all their properties over there, and that contact is reaching out to the listing agents on this property, pretending to be a buyer. They're pretending to be a buyer's agent, and they're just kind of calling you guys to say, hey, what's going on with the property? Things that they're looking for is agents that lead with negative comments right out the gate. They keep running into that as soon as they call, the first thing the agent says is, the HVAC needs replaced. And while we understand you may feel it necessary to disclose that information, we always want to lead with the positive for that particular client. And, the buyer is more than able to do their own inspections as well to determine whether or not there's something wrong with the property. So just please, if you're listing any properties for Nessie, take all phone calls as well, because that's another thing. They'll call a couple times, and if they don't get an answer, they're reaching out saying, hey, I called this agent 2-3 times and no one called me back and no one responded, reassign it. And we definitely want to avoid that conversation as much as possible. So please be responsive and, just try to lead with as much positivity as you can. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Neil. Appreciate that. Is there anything else you guys wanted to go over? I don't want to keep your, don't want to
think
take
so.
up too much of your time.
No, Neil, that was really good, and Tony, that was great. I mean, honestly, we talk about this all the time. I mean, we really appreciate it. The cash for keys comment you made, Eric. I mean, honestly, that was the precursor to Tricon, which was Home Partners back then, and all that kind of stuff built out of us having an agent we found to go to a courthouse to sit in on I think it was just be a witness. Now, if you think about it, that started the cascading effect that then drove 2 years of volume. So that was pretty amazing if you think about it. So that was the fact that we could find somebody. Tony, I can't remember. Was that Michigan? It was in Michigan or something, wasn't it?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. There you go. So it started in Minnesota with a witness, and that turned into a cash for keys project, which then turned into a big disposition. And now we continue to work with them on the end-to-end side. So anyway, it continues to grow. And it all starts somewhere, right? It all starts with someone saying yes. That yes turns into more opportunities, and more opportunities turns into more opportunities. So to Neil's point on the valuations, yeah, you can counter back, let us know if you can do them. If you can do them for the price when they get shot out of the system, that's even better. But either way, it is again the beginning of the process for us to get the values to the client, where the client runs their algorithm and figures out, hey, am I going to go forward with this disposition piece? Am I going to sell as a bulk, or am I going to do one-offs? The good thing is on our conversations, we always push for the one-offs. We want to sell them individually. We definitely think that's the best strategy when it comes to selling any assets at this point. We think the auction houses are great for certain pieces when they just want to dump it and run, but you're never going to get a better deal through that platform than you would through the people on this call and the work that we do to be able to get the most out of a property for the client. So totally believe that 110%. So with that, Eric, I'll pause and see if anybody had any questions for us.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? Too good,
I have
Jeff.
one. I have one. Happy Tuesday, everybody. My question is, I did get quite a few of those BPO requests over the last couple of days, but I've had agents all over the country. Well, one agent in particular up in Northern California that keeps sending me BPO requests that are actually here in Southern California. So, like for example, I've gotten this one here that Rick Wilson sent over to me. It's on the screen now. It went to him, Rick Wilson, and then he sent it to me and said, "Hey, this is in your area, but there's nothing I can really do about that, right? Because I didn't get the request." So I was just wondering if it's something that I have set up wrong because I am getting some properties in my market down here in Southern, but some are
No, Jeff,
going.
that's great. Neil, how's he must be in the system. It geocodes people, so it shouldn't be going out to, is it just based, it's not based on the state, is it?
It's based on mileage. So every time it runs, it's going to go, if it's not picked up because it's auto solicit, so first come, first serve, it's going to go a little bit farther and a little bit farther. So we'll check into that, but also check your spam filters because a lot of times the Bid on Homes emails do get caught up in that. So I would verify that as well.
Yeah, never got it. I've got like three people
Yeah,
monitoring
just
email.
send that to me, will you?
Okay, who is that? Was it Darren? Yeah, Darren. Okay,
That's
okay,
Darren,
no
yeah.
problem.
Send it to me
Okay.
and then I'll forward it out to our team and we'll be able to dive in deeper with find out what's going on.
Okay, thanks, guys. I'm just concerned too that it's not just my market. I just want to make sure that because obviously,
So,
time is of the essence to get these things out and accepted. So,
well, I mean, there's a bigger conversation, right? I mean, we want the local experts, and if it's going
yeah,
500 miles away to somebody, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, okay.
Aisha, you had a question?
Yes, I just wanted to piggyback on that. I understand it's first come, first serve, but literally as soon as I seen, the BPO request in my email, I, hit okay and it was just gone. And then it was a lot of them that were in spam. And then the one that I did get, I guess the only reason why I got it because no one else wanted it. It was 3 hours away.
You still gonna do it?
Yeah, yeah.
I was trying to make a way. Johnny and I were trying to figure out what we could do, but I gave it back.
I mean,
But by the way,
honestly,
I was going to say on that note, if you guys have any rural areas that you cannot absolutely find an agent for the right price, I'll get in my airplane and fly there.
For the right
there's a
price,
will, there's a
we could
way.
get in our airplanes and fly there, right?
Well, no, you need a
Uh,
small municipal airport, so you got to have a small single engine.
yeah, that's awesome.
I'm serious
To answer
about that. I've done that before.
the rollout, I mean, again, that's the process. It drops, it starts with a geocode, and at that point, it expands as the results go. There you go, Jeff. I like that. So it just goes out, and of course, if you get it, and it's that far away, and you accept, and then you give it back, then I think it just kicks off the process again. It just starts over. So if you're able to do it, fantastic. I mean, again, a lot of the folks that are endearing to us are the ones that say yes when a lot of people don't say yes. So those are the ones that we remember when it comes to a lot of other stuff. So I'll throw that out there. Not that I want you to drive 3 hours. I mean, that's like we going to Harrisburg, PA from Pittsburgh. That's a long haul. So and again, we want the local folks to be the expert. I guess we want to find the most local agent and to be able to do the valuation because they should know that market better than anybody as well. So um, I'm not sure where that property is or anything. So if you want to put it in the chat, we can kind of jump into that one a little bit on our side and be able to find out what's going on with that, just to make sure the system is running the way we want it to run.
Neil and I are already looking at it. I do want to touch on the comments in the chat. So something to bring up. One of the newest clients that we literally just onboarded in the last week. It's going to be your REO business purpose type loans, but there is going to be a mix of single family and commercial. Our first property that we received is actually an 8-building, 79-unit complex in Louisiana. So we don't know what we're going to get. They're telling us it could be, multiple units up to 300 units in each complex that we get, or even just row houses, condos. So could be a mix of that. So those of you that do have that commercial experience, if you want to just shoot me an email, I'll keep a side list of that, just to know which of you would be the best candidates for those assets.
And with that, Tanya, like I have pretty large database, and I'll go through, like it's helpful, like if we know where those are. I know we never know where those are going to be, but there's a fine niche of commercial agents and then REO agents, and there's even fewer that actually know both. But I'll go back through and I'll pull up a database and stuff and send over. We might have a couple like within our internal network, but I have a lot more outside of the internal network, and I'll get that over to you guys so you have things to go for.
That'd be great.
Yeah, Tanya, Mike Petrone here in Sarasota. Yeah, if you need help, I'm a certified general appraiser. And I buy and sell commercial property and own a bunch of commercial property. And I have access to colleagues that are MAIs through the Appraisal Institute. I don't know if you know about what that is, but it's kind of the PhD people that do these high-end properties, like 300 or 400 unit apartment complexes, portfolios. One of my good colleagues, we teamed up here in Sarasota to do those type of things. So if you ever need, more information on things that are complicated, just reach out to me and I can help.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Yep.
Now, any other questions from anybody while we have the experts on the phone right now with us?
Tanya, are you able to share your email in the chat to opt in for the commercial stuff? I was trying
If
to
we
find
do
it
that,
out.
Tanya, is this something that they can in the platform and bid on homes? Is there a setting for that? Neil, do you know?
No, I don't think so. It just REO and then BPO agent at this point, but that's definitely something we could bring back to them and ask for that clarification.
Probably should ask for that, right? Is one
Yeah,
more
so
additional.
you guys set up your own profile, you could let us know.
Right.
Darren, I'm going to add it to, I've already started. I'm adding it to the spreadsheet as well. So anybody that has commercial experience, they can reach out to me, and I'll be reaching out to everybody on the spreadsheet to see if they do. I think we could probably have you have pretty good coverage nationwide between our preferred list and what Larry has in his database, because he talks to a
Yeah.
heck of a lot more people than I do. Cool. All right. Anything else from anybody that you want to ask Darren and I'm sorry, yeah, Darren, Neil, and Tanya? All right. Well, I won't keep you guys. There's a few things I wanted to go with the agents on the call today, and again, if it's okay, I did record this. I don't think we talked about anything too proprietary, but if there's any reason why I shouldn't put the recording in
No,
the
it's all
email.
good.
Okay, I'll have
All
the
good.
recording in the email for next week so that agents that weren't able to make the call can get on the call, and then we'll put in the newsletter also anybody with commercial experience to let us know, and we'll make sure it's on the spreadsheet here updated by this time next week. So,
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thanks,
all right,
Eric. Appreciate
Darren,
you.
Neil, Tanya, thanks for jumping
We'll
on.
see y'all.
Thanks.
So, some of the other things I wanted to go over with everybody today is I don't know if anybody's got the Success Magazine from EXP. There's some really good stuff in here, and Glenn Sanford had a good article. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing this or not. There had an article in it about AI, and I'd really encourage you guys to take a look at it. I think AI is getting a lot of press these days. There's a lot of confusion about what AI is and what it's going to do and how it's going to help you. But it's simply going to be a tool. And the comment's been made several times over the last year that AI is not going to replace real estate agents, but agents who use AI are going to replace you. So if you're not diving into it and starting to utilize it, and it might be a slow rollout over time, but it's one of those things, just like the internet. If you didn't adopt the internet and start using the internet and email, and you relied on making phone calls and using a rotary dial phone, you're probably not having a thriving business at this point in time. So we all really have to embrace the technology as it's moving forward. And I've been using it for a while, maybe not to the capacity that I could or should, but that's definitely changing over time. Also, in the newsletter, we had some important notifications about Fast Cap and Fast Attract, which are two programs put on by EXP. Both programs are now well into their second week, and for Fast Cap, I think in the third or fourth week. So it might be too late for you to jump into it if you haven't already this cycle. But keep in mind that they run these programs throughout the course of the year, especially Fast Cap. They're pretty much running Fast Cap as soon as one program ends, they're starting the next one. And I think it's important for agents to continue to engage with that particular program. If you're in real estate, your goal is probably to have more business, and the one way to get more business is to have more influence amongst the people in your community. And the way that you can do that is by using the tools that they teach in the Fast Cap program. Uh, I'm I'm not foolish to understand that. I'm not foolish enough to understand that I don't know everything, and I do take stock in learning and staying abreast of all the different things that are out there. So I encourage you guys to do the same thing as well. Also, in the newsletter, we had we changed up some of our graphics for the Daily Huddle for Larry's Mastermind. Larry's calling his mastermind now Agents Helping Agents. This is a mastermind that you really want to um, if you have other agents that are looking for value, invite them to Larry's call on Fridays. I don't think we're maxing out at this point in time, so we have room for agents to attend. When we start to max out, then we'll figure out what the next plan will be there. But we definitely want agents coming to that call for value. And if you know an agent's going to be coming to that call, make sure that you're on that call too, so that you guys can have a chat about how that call went afterwards. What else do I have in here? Um, Later today, we're going to have our agent attraction call. We've changed gears a little bit on the agent attraction call. So just show up. We'll explain to you what's going on with agent attraction these days. We've changed the way we've changed how we talk about agent attraction a little bit in the fact that it truly is referral based income where you are getting referral fees from agents. It's yes, it's revenue share, but it's based on the fact that agents in your organization have sold something and thus are giving you essentially a revenue share check. We have some agents in our group making a couple $1,000s a month now in revenue share. And we have some people in our organization who are making several $1,000, tens of thousands of dollars a month in this additional referral income. And so whether you just want a car payment or a house payment or maybe um, be a retirement income based on this, the agent attraction call will help you with that. And we'll help set expectations and help make sure that you're focused and dialed in the way you need to be. Um, Jeff, Larry, anything you guys wanted to add to the call today?
Nope, all good. I've just been active in the chat.
Okay. All right. Any questions from anybody in the group? Anything you guys wanted to go over today before we end off?
Oh, I'll say one thing. It's today. If anybody has not been to Brent Gove's, um, he calls it the 1% Club. I'll put it in the chat here in a moment, unless somebody beats me to it. But I pay for Brent Cove has this thing called the Inner Circle, and it's where we meet 4 times every quarter. We meet 4 times a quarter, and we do a call every month. It's amazing. I paid $10,000 last year to be a part of his inner circle. It was so good, I paid another $10,000 this year to be a part of his inner circle for the second go round. In this call he does every Tuesday at 1:30 Pacific, I'm hearing a lot of the same stuff he's giving us agents, only 50 of us. He's giving us for 10,000, he's giving it to you guys for free. So, every agent that I've told about this, that I've seen on there, I keep seeing in their face again because they realize the value. So check it out because if you want to even think about attracting or know about attracting, that's what Brent's talking about. And that man has the most agents here of any agent in this entire company of almost 90,000 now. He has 20,000 agents, right? So success leaves clues, guys and gals. Anyway, I'll put it in the chat.
I think
I will
go ahead.
say I love me some Brent Gove and just be aware he's a ball of fire.
Yeah, he's an amazing man.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I encourage agents if you whatever you want to focus on or you want to bring into your career, into your life, you definitely have to be focused on that. So if you're focused on attraction, you have to go to the attraction masterminds. If you're focused on sales, you have to go to the Club Wealth and the Club Wealth calls. What you put attention on, you will come into your life. But if you don't put attention on it, the universe doesn't know to send it to you. So you have to be reaching out in some regard. So I definitely think that's a great idea that you guys attend that if that's something that you want to be focused on and be attracting into your business as part of your business portfolio. Um, I know on Friday, I think we have Louis Amaya with Penn. No, that's not Friday. Is that tomorrow, Larry? Your call with Louis? Larry might be on mute. But anyhow, if you'll be getting an email from Larry about the investment. Oh, you there, Larry?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just managing a couple of different calls all at the same time here. So I'm kind of bouncing back and forth and stuff here.
We were asking
But
about
the
Louis
call
Amaya's
tomorrow
call.
with Luis Amaya is at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. And that's the Zoom link. If you want to put it onto your calendar and stuff there, that's for people that are interested in investing. So if you're interested in investing or you have somebody else that's interested in investing with Luis Amaya, with PIMCO, buying non-performing notes and creating our own inventory while like investing your money at the same time, I think the returns of 16 to 21% are amazing, especially with where I think the stock market and crypto market and all of these other markets are going to be heading here in the future. But that's in there. Was there anything specific on that that you wanted me to address there, Eric?
No. I just wanted to make sure that we had the right day. I thought it was Friday, but then I realized that it was a special session with Luis. And then on Friday you have do you have anybody coming on Fridays for this week for your mastermind?
Yes, this week is Paul Frank, which when we start talking about that commercial side of things, guys, you guys know the REO side. You have somebody else that knows the commercial. That could be the bridge that allows you to take that inventory, right? I don't care if you have to split the commission. That's business that we may not have had before. And so Paul Frank has sold billions, like from developments to shopping centers to ground up construction, and he's going to, he has never sold a residential property in his life. Could he be that right partner to make you a commercial expert? I don't know. I don't know what states he could do, right? But can you find that Paul Frank and stuff in that area? That's what I would kind of look at. But he's going to be talking about how every agent can tap into commercial and get more business and stuff like that as well.
Well, I don't know if
with co-sponsoring, think about co-sponsoring with Paul Frank, like how many commercial agents you could co-sponsor. That's what I'm going after.
Yeah, attracting. That's the other part. Like if we could help commercial agents increase their production because Paul Frank is a sponsor, as a co-sponsor with them, And now we can get them into REO and you can help them on the REO side of things. Like this is where with the group, we have 11 asset management companies now, like with different funds and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. And we're continuing to add those on over and over again. We're going to have a lot more of these opportunities. Like we got to make sure that we're thinking outside of the box and we're positioned to actually be able to accept them and stuff as well.
One of the things that Neil and Tanya and Darren were going over today was the need for commercial agents. So Larry, I'm adding to the spreadsheet if agents have commercial experience. So on our preferred sheet, we have 142 agents. We need to go through and see which of those agents have commercial experience. So I'm going to put a yes or no by their name.
Okay.
And hopefully, we can have more yeses and nos. That way we can start to so they'll know who to reach out to. Obviously they're going to reach out to preferred agents first, and that's what we want them doing. So, and I have the people on this call that said they have commercial experience. When you guys said that, I made a note of it. And then if anybody else has that, just let me know via email, and I'll put that on the list. And if you say you have commercial experience, make sure you have commercial experience. We don't want to sit there with our hands in our lap if we don't. So, all right. Well, I have to run. I'm actually 2 minutes late for my next call. I did record this, so I'll put this in the newsletter. If anybody has any other questions, reach out to me via email or text. I'm around all day today. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Eric. Bye, everyone.